Hi. I have a mic. Hi, I'm H. Ellen Scott with Fusion, and congratulations on the win. So great. My question is actually for Adrian. Adrian, you had a storyline this season, a conversion storyline that was so incredibly, unexpectedly touching. Where did you find the inspiration for that, and how did it change you?
Thank you for the question. I think art imitates life and vice versa. And for me personally, I was going through a very spiritual journey as an artist and as a person myself. So it was really interesting to let that feed its way into Cindy's story. And at the end of the day, I think, look, regardless of what your religious proclivities are or the lack thereof, I think what I take away from Black Cindy's story that season is that doing God is doing love. And I think that if we all take time to love each other more and see that and recognize that in our differences, there's also a lot of similarities, I think this world will be a much, much better place.
Hi.
Thank you.
Hi. My name is Eunice, the Pulse of Entertainment. I wanted to ask, and I just want to say you all look lovely and handsome.
Thank you.
Anyone in particular, I'm just interested, how do you get in the mood as an actor? I mean, is there a ritual, or, I mean, do you get behind the screen and meditate? How do you get in character?
I think everybody's process is different. That's what's so amazing about our job is it's about the individual, and every single person brings a different thing to a role, and everyone has their own process.
Some people act crazy before a shot. Some people are very, very quiet. Some people, everybody, you just do you, and then that's how that love. That's how we make art.
Hi, Mike Schneider from TV Guide Magazine. Question actually for something, Laura, that you mentioned on stage regarding diversity. Obviously that's been a big topic of conversation right now. Anyone can answer, what can perhaps film learn from television? What is TV perhaps doing better than film right now in terms of being more inclusive and more diverse? Anyone can answer that.
Representing real life. Television has stayed up with the time.
Use the mic, sweetie. Go to the mic. Step up to the mic. Sing out.
I was just saying, television has done a very good job of representing life as we know it, especially recent television. And it seems like things are a little bit more competitive on TV, and people are just, stepping up to the plate in terms of representing stories from and by everyone. So.
Yes. It's also accessibility. I think TV is super accessible to just about everyone. And sometimes people can't get to those films, which is sad and a shame. But TV is right in your home. And at 4 o'clock in the morning, if you're a mom and your baby just woke you up and you can't get back to sleep, you can turn on the television. And sometimes being a mom is a lonely job, and that TV can be there for you. And I think TV has a way of healing and making us laugh and telling us stories that are our stories and reaching to us in our own homes, in our most private moments.
Yes, Catherine!
Cool.
Catherine Curtin, everybody.
I should also add, ma'am.
I
should also add that this show happened on Netflix 4 years ago. Streaming shows weren't a thing. So Gingy has also said that this show probably couldn't have happened on a network 4 years ago, but now maybe it can, because streaming channels like Netflix and others have led the way. So that's really what it's all about, changing and revolutionizing television, and that's what Netflix has done, and I think that's what our show has done, if I must. So, bold.
If I can get you to piggyback on that, just a response on the 300 slots that were a response to the Academy Awards with the 6,000 voters. The response to the Oscars So White from the Academy Awards was reserving 300 slots. I'm just wondering if anybody would like to comment on that particular response for women and for they added 300 slots that are now reserved for women and minorities.
Well, it's a start. It's a start. It's a little baby.
Get him,
It's a start, but the problem starts before the Academy Awards. The problem starts in the writing rooms, in the studios. The producers and directors and casting people need to open up their eyes that this is a different world we're living in. And diversity is not just black and white. Diversity is universal, and it's a lot more than what we are focusing on. It's religions, it's sexuality. So it doesn't start at the Academy Awards. That's not the solution. The solution starts before that.
Last question, please.
Hi there, Zuleika Nethu from Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. Right here, hi. How do you hope this show, which is a shining example of diversity in all its forms, not just race, how do you hope this show, trailblazes for future shows that could do the same thing with a diverse cast as well? Because we're not seeing it as much as we'd like to.
I think the show already has. I think it's certainly opened up not only the conversation, but it's begun the process for, as my castmate Selena said, to start the conversation in the writer's room.
Yeah, I think that what Genji has done for a lot of years before our show came out, what you see on TV is, especially women on TV, is this silhouette of an ideal that a lot of women cannot reach. What Genji has done with Orange is the New Black, she has put women in front of you on your TV screen, in your homes, that look like a rainbow, basically. All of us are from different backgrounds. We have different stories. We have different body types. We have different beliefs and goals in life. So for her putting that on TV, I think it took us to see that and say, oh, people will watch that. That is what people want to see, because it is who the people are. It's who that they see on the street. It's a mirrored reflection of what life is. And
so
you
will make money. People will tune in. You will make
Thank you.
You will make money. People will tune in.
All this, they're telling me to sing. I just want to say, as someone who's been out as long as I have been out, doing the work that I have done for over 30 years, being this individual, what is exciting to me is that we're even having this conversation. Because I can tell you that 5 years ago, we wouldn't have been having this conversation, even as recently as 5 years ago. So that we're even having this conversation is a win for the good guys.
Thank you, babe.
Thank you.